Everybody, welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I was just joking with one of my guests. We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook Live, so you can see what's going on. Right. Today's Friday, okay? And I don't know if you noticed, on Fridays, I tend to have the tendency of having, if I'm going to have a guest at all, is usually human angle stories that I tend to focus on Fridays, or like I call the training. I hope you all enjoyed yourself with what we did yesterday with GT Ogunye. It was beautiful, and we'll continue it maybe tomorrow. No, next week I might not be here, but so we'll do it maybe tomorrow. Okay, so today I have three gentlemen who, how many years ago, sir?
31.
31 years ago, got together as young men and started a business, and they're still together. Now, what is funny, let me tell you, there are three cards I have in front of me. All of them bear the title Executive Director. So that should tell you something. Now, to somebody who is not a Nigerian, you'll be saying, what's the big deal about being together for running a business for 32 years? 33 years. It's a big deal in Nigeria. Have you remember? It's a very big deal. All kinds of things would have set in. And so we're going to hear their story. So just sit back and relax and enjoy yourself today. Okay? And for us, let's see what inspiration we can get from the story they're about to tell us. Before I go on, who is the managing director? You don't have. All of you are executive directors. Is that how it works?
Yes, it is.
Okay, who signs the checks? Talon.
All the three of us are signatories.
Yes.
Yes, all of us. It just takes any two out of three
to sign.
Yes.
And you're good to go.
And we're good to go.
Okay, the company they run actually is Hotel Support and Management. That, it speaks for itself. They manage hotels. But I won't let them run a commercial on me by asking them what hotels they run now. Mrs. Chidi is downstairs waiting patiently with a bill. Okay, I have with me Mr. Ayokunmu Oloporoku.
Ayokunu
Oloporoku, yes, that's him. Oladele Koka. Anybody a chief there? Chief, all are misters. And Oladipo Fukoya. Did you all grow up together?
Not really, but I think we met in Sheraton, 1990.
Okay. All of you were working there?
Sorry, yeah, it's 1985. Sorry,
85.
We met in Sheraton.
You met in Sheraton.
And
you were all staff?
We were staff. We were staff of Sheraton. We were very young.
Yes.
And
still looking young. Forget the gray. 60 is the new young. There's a political party. Their youth leader was a 60-year-old.
So, I mean, I would say we grew up from there, if you want to.
So you met as green, you hadn't known each other before?
No.
You were maybe management trainees, or you couldn't have been managers then? Management trainees.
That's right.
Going for lunch together.
That's right.
Going home in each other's cars
and
way back then.
shacking together occasionally after work.
Shacking. So all of you drink?
Oh, yes.
There's no tea to tell amongst you?
No, none at all.
Why do people who shack, who tend to check together, they tend to be more friendly with themselves than teetotalers? Because teetotalers sometimes can be withdrawn. They say that usually a man must take part in one of the three vices.
Okay.
So at least now I know that you guys drink.
Sure, we socially.
Anybody smokes socially?
No.
Anybody womanize?
No.
Look at all of them.
Married.
And you want me to be?
Okay, you're taking the fit like Sheriff. Sheriff took the fit on you.
He took the fit on me. Especially Mr. Fukoya. You have what they will call Oluju come and do. And people have their opinion of the hotel business. Mm-hmm. When you hear that a man works in a hotel, you first tend to think of free food if you visit him. Then you think that he probably drinks and socializes.
Sure.
and that, of course, he'll have some women at his disposal, but we won't go into that.
And you can run into debt.
I'll save you all that.
Very easily.
You can run into debt very
Yeah.
easily. I tell you a joke. When I was young, one of our fathers used to work at Federal Palace Hotel then. Not the Federal Palace Hotel now. You can imagine what it was like then. And we forever visited Papa. If we were sent to race course and Papa was aware, Papa, that's from the Butemeta. We came to race course and we said, let us just snip across and see you at Federal Palace way back then. And that was the good days of the real champagne instead of this, I don't know the kind of champagne they serve. The kind of Chapman that they serve these days. Okay, so you were working together, and then did all of you leave the job at the same time?
Yes.
Or one left? Whose idea was it to set up this? Would you want to admit that?
Well, they,
Mr. Lokwaro?
yes, actually, I was in finance and account and all the rest of it. And
So you saw the money coming in and going out?
I had made up my mind that after working in Sheraton for 5 years,
Yes.
I am going to leave.
Okay.
And I was working towards that. But then, at the 5th year, I was dragging my feet.
It's
You
always
know?
like that. It's to take that plunge. Well, when you said you were going to leave, were you
Yeah.
going to leave into another employment, or you wanted to stay on your own?
I wanted to stay on my own
Yes.
or go to banking, because I read business administration.
Where?
Pardon?
Which university?
No, Yabatek,
Oh, okay. Okay.
So-
Did anybody go to Unilag here first? Let's start. Oh my God. Did anybody go to Ife?
No.
So Ojoro Castle. Whoa.
Although later on, then I went to UNN and
Okay.
all the rest of it.
There's a private beef.
There's a private beef between us about universities. yeah.
Anyway, I got he came to me.
Sorry, what's your own background, sir?
Hotel management.
Aha, so this is a key man. So he came to you.
I'd been doing some small jobs for external parties.
PP.
Yes, something like that. Advisory.
It's not something like that, it's PP. You were doing PP.
It was PP.
Private practice.
one thing led to the other. We were friends in the hotel. I
Okay.
was in finance. He was in food and beverage. He was in rooms and engineering. So we were actually
You know, the man in rooms is very crucial.
very critical.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Yeah,
you know.
you get me,
so
you get me, you get
we
me.
we were we were each in the divisions of the hotel. The 3 divisions of the hotel. Those are the 3 divisions.
Yes.
So-
rooms, beverage, yeah.
We were actually a team without knowing it. We were friends to
Oh,
ourselves.
you were working. You were actually your works crossed each other. Your work.
It's a system. So it's a system. What you do impacts on what he does, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
We socialize within the hotel and outside of the hotel. But one thing is clear among the 3 of us. We were very truthful to one another.
Which is hard to find.
Even then, we
It's
were
hard
very
to find. Yeah.
we were very truthful. We were
Oh, these
very-
days it's almost impossible.
Uh-huh. So we gravitated towards another because of our character,
Without knowing it.
without knowing.
Without
it.
knowing it.
Without knowing it.
Because that was not very prevalent in the hotel. A lot of people don't say their mind, or they,
Well, yes,
they hide,
yes.
you know.
I once had an expatriate friend who said that he said, "Look, Jimmy, one thing I find here is when I ask questions, people tell you what they think you would want to hear, and don't actually tell you as it is."
Yeah.
Which is one of the greatest problems we have in our society generally across the board. Anyway, so whose idea was it for you guys to dump ship and start something?
Well,
together?
at some point, it started from me, but at some point, all the 3 of us believed that is the best thing for us to do, and that was what we did. we felt that there was a gap in the economy for Nigerians to do professional service in the hospitality industry.
Hospitality industry,
There
yes.
was a real and major gap.
And also, that was a time,
Yeah.
if I remember, that was a time that you would find people. I'm not going to ask where they got their money from, but there were loads of people, some people that we knew who built hotels. I didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, that's
I think even among civil servants, you'd
Yeah,
find
absolutely.
you'd find when they don't chop money finish, you build one hotel somewhere, but you wouldn't know how to. You see, there's something that is prevalent in our society. We look at things and we think that they are that simple to handle. What is a hotel? Maybe it's just for me to build 50 rooms and put one man there, collect money, let them check in, and so on and so forth. There's a science to everything. You can't do your security man's job.
No,
You
no.
can't.
You can't. Simple as it is, you
Absolutely.
give him the instructions, but you can't do his job.
Sure.
In fact,
So, yeah,
sorry, it was such an opportunity that actually led to the forming of the company.
of the company.
Because we had a guest who was regular in the hotel, and I'd known this guest for a long time, but I didn't even know he had an hotel until one day he came to me, and he said he wanted to talk to me and began to tell me the problems he had with his
His
in
hotel.
the hotel. So after listening to him, I thought his problems were of a control nature, because the hotel was selling, but he wasn't seeing any money, which is a very common problem. And that was why I went to him, that I think this guy, there are some leakages, and I wanted him to go and take a look and see if he could help him plug the leakages. When he went and came back, that was when he began to share with me that, well, I've been there, I've seen what the problem is, but I cannot fix it alone, that you will need to help me, and we need somebody in rooms. So I then grabbed him.
Grabbed him.
Okay, Dikwa, let's go with Ayo. Long story short, we were able to resolve the gentleman's problem together. And that was when
He
dawned
paid
on
though, it wasn't free.
No, it wasn't
No,
free.
it wasn't free.
I just wanted to know. I wanted to know whether you're running records or
No.
something.
We were able to resolve that. He went from the red into the black within a few months.
You know,
In fact, even we were surprised.
I realized that I could set up its control quite easily. But then its operation, we mess it up again. Because the operation is built on the control that has been put in place. So if the operation is not up to standard, you will have the control hanging in the air. So I explained to him.
Maybe I'd like to remind our listeners that this period we're talking about, there were no ATM cards. Everything was
No.
cash based. Everything was cash.
Even there were
Down the
no.
line.
Even there were no.
No
Mobile
credit
phone.
cards, no mobile phones.
mobile phone.
Yes.
This was
no,
mid
even the
1990.
hotels were running manual.
Yes.
There were very few hotels with hotel property management system.
Yeah.
Even
But
as at
tell
that
me,
time.
in the industry today, tell me if I'm wrong. You do have some hotels that are branded, but not built by the names of the companies whose brand they carry.
Sure.
Yeah, because I remember where I got this from was about 30 years ago still. There was a former governor, I think it was in Rivers State or so, who built a nice hotel. And it was that brand that covered him to the extent that nobody knew for a long time that he owned the hotel.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
there's a difference between ownership and management.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the impression, especially with the big names, people tend to think that, oh, they own 50 hotels, they own 30 hotels. Those buildings sometimes are owned by individuals.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
And sorry to say this, I'm not busting the bubble. It's a very good area for money laundering
Uncle Jimmy,
because
that's-
it takes your eyes off the ball.
Uncle Jimmy, that's
Yeah.
the truth, and that's what you are eating there. That's why many things Nigerians have been deprived of many things. Nigerians are very industrious and they can get the job done, but because of many things that is behind the ownership, they want the foreigners, and because they can hide many things behind that.
Why?
And
Do you
it-
think that the Nigerians will not shield them?
Well, you know, when you repatriate money, you know, in fees, and this is fees plus plus.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
And,
Yes.
and things get out, but you can't do that. You can't be paying me in dollars, you know, because there's no fees. So invariably, many things that we do in hotels today are things that we learned, and in many countries of the citizens have taken over from the people who taught them on these lines. But we notice it hasn't happened in Nigeria, and that's what I think we want to. That's why we say we need to set out to correct this since 1990, and we're still in the battle up to today.
Yeah, but the hotel industry, first of all, so many hotels now, so many, highly competitive. Is it a lucrative business to go into? Or is it better for me just to have like a bar or a restaurant, hotel with 30, 40, 50 rooms in Nigeria of today? Is it a lucrative business?
Absolutely. Hotel is lucrative, and that's why people go in there. First and foremost, it's a real estate, and it's also rendering service, you know, and the problem we have in hotel is that it's not standardized. You see buildings, you see beautiful building, but the service is lousy.
Well, the service, is that a function of our society the way it is now, where a lot of people are just not committed to their job?
Well,
You know, you do have a lot of that.
it's
well,
training.
Sorry?
Yeah, let him go.
Go on.
Essentially, hotel service is professional in nature,
Yes.
but it's also local. So you blending the local requirement in Nigeria with professional service that is a bit foreign is the work of management. Now, the society in which we live impact on the net result at the end of the day. But by and large, if the management is thorough and they know what they're doing, they can impact what they need and what is desirable on the employees, and your hotel will run well. Hotel in Nigeria is just like any other business operating in an environment, this business environment. So you have to face both legal, technological, political, and all the other factors.
Infrastructure.
So you have to face it and overcome it. So we have businesses dying in Nigeria
Okay.
anyway.
Look, a manufacturer will tell you, for example, that his biggest problem is the cost of power,
Yes.
the power cost. Is it the same with the hotel?
Oh, sure.
Probably even much
Absolutely.
more.
If not more.
Probably
If not
even
more.
much more, because as a manufacturer, you can shut down. You can schedule your production. You can do night shift. You can do day shift. In the hotel, you do not have that kind of luxury. Even if you have just 5 guests in the hotel, you got to put on the generator. You got to provide
run
them,
your services,
You
your
got to
lifts.
provide them electricity and the commons, the elevators, the front desk, the lobby areas, and all the rest of it.
You keep running.
You got to power
keep
them.
on, yep.
So you can't tell the guests that you are only 5 in the hotel.
You know, so now only 5 will be also.
No, you
this
can't.
generator.
That would be a short. That would be a short-term play.
And you cannot give a guest a better pass my neighbor to put in front of his room.
If you cannot carry all the
And you
facilities
can
around
use
it,
the butter.
and
you
you got to run your kitchens, your laundries, your restaurants, your bars,
Everything.
everything. You got to run it. So if you shut down your power, nobody's going to stay in the
Well,
hotel.
we refer to hotel as a living being.
It's a living organism.
It's living. In the night it's living. Then your generator is on and it shuts down.
You know, in the days when the environment was very, very safe, hotels don't have locks.
Oh,
There's no main door lock.
that's
You get into town, you go to a hotel at 2 o'clock, you just open the door and go meet the
I
guy at
mean,
the
if you
reception.
go in most hotels in US, you walk in at any time.
At any time,
You-
24/7.
No security, no nothing.
No,
You just-
but some hotels here, if you go from the gates, gate man say, wait, we can go then.
Particularly those modest hotels.
Yes, those modest
3-star,
hotels, yes.
2-star. They can't even afford that kind of security, personnel and all the rest. They just have CCTVs. So when you get down from the car park, you are being monitored on cameras, and that's all. If you are up to something untoward, before you know, your police are
is
there.
Yeah.
So here, we've got to do physical security as well as use some technology to help the hotel.
To help you.
And those power change always affect the equipment itself. So your
Okay.
maintenance cost is also on the rise. Because it's changing of power from one voltage to another, affect those equipment, especially your electronics. And
Would you really, in all honesty, encourage anybody to go into the hotel business in Nigeria now?
This is
Okay, let's just take Lagos as let's take Lagos as a test point. Would you encourage? I said, look, I have money to set up a 60-room hotel. I can get it somewhere in Lekki. Would you actually be encouraging anybody to do that now?
Yes, even though these are extremely challenging times with all the COVID. COVID has really taken a serious chunk out of the hotel hospitality business in general. Because many of them are closed. They have to do social distancing, then having to spend more money for the sanitation and all the rest of it. And so these are difficult times. And then we have
Go on, please.
the economy, which security challenges and so many issues.
Okay, sorry, sir. I need to take a break. You can say I'm being harassed by the lady.
No problem.
Woman. I mean, she's not letting off. Okay, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue with this
quite
discussion.
a while, you start to worry. You start to calculate the last time you recharged, or the last time you got a call on that line, or a credit alert, or even just a flash. But thanks to Glow Always On, you can rest easy and never worry about any of that. Because with just 500 Naira, you stay connected to the Glow network even if your SIM is inactive. Just dial *777# and select Always On to subscribe. Glow Unlimited.
This is what we live for. To connect with history in the making. To stream every breathtaking moment. To witness Mbappe, Kane, and all the football greats. To be part of the journey to glory. This is where we live the good and the bad. And unashamedly give our all to the beautiful game. Live the experience. Watch all the Euro 2020 action live from Supersport on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
John, your temperature is so high. Why have you not gone to the hospital now? Hey.
I read on Facebook and WhatsApp that if I mix...
Mix what? Hey. So in this age and time, you are still taking health advice from Facebook and WhatsApp? Hey, don't joke with your life, oh. Never take health advice from people who cannot verify their identity on social media.
This message is brought to you by Africa Check.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
Yeah, you're welcome back to Daily Digest today, and we're looking at the human angle story. 3 friends got together, met, they were working in a hotel. They'd both go to the canteen, go drinking after. Other things that they do, they'll never tell you. But they got together, formed a company, and 32 years after, they are still together in Nigeria of today. And I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of you guys. It's nothing to you, okay, because it happens every day. But even the gentleman who introduced you, he was completely awed. He would never let me 30-something years, because I can't do business with him. I'd be dead. So I have Mr. Ayokunu Olokoroku, Mr. Ladele Koka, and Oladipo Fukoya, and the company they've been running is HSMC, and it's a hotel support and management company, meaning that they run hotels for people. That's the much I can say about you. I hope you know that the taxman also listens to this.
They're most welcome.
They'll be coming after you. But you. So how come you guys are all executive directors and you didn't think you should have an MD? You think that would be the beginning?
Well, when we started,
of Wahala.
It could be, yes.
Yes.
When we started, we took some counsel from some elderly gentlemen who shared some advice with us. This
is good to know. I hope other people are picking this.
And one thing that they advised us to do was to make sure that there was equity across board. Since we all had equal shares and equal ownership, they said it's important that we do things at the same level, that the moment we begin to elevate one over the other, that we will.
So you don't have a chairman, you don't have an MD.
No.
That is key. That is key. Now, when you do have,
we run a unitary system.
Do you have other members of your board?
No, we do have, just like the elder who advised us in the beginning, we do have people, elders.
Yes.
That we talk to when we need to make key decisions.
No, but what I'm saying is, you don't have
permanently on the board at this time. No.
However, just the three of you.
However, recently we've done some restructuring within the company. Actually, the company is more than just hotel support and management company now.
Okay.
We do more than just managing hotels. The company, actually the main company is HSSL Global, which is the parent company.
Okay.
Under it is the hotel support and management company. Under it is also the Hotel and Tourism Business School.
Yeah, moving towards running a commercial. So we'll leave that out of it.
Sorry.
So you have, but you have other whatever.
But there are other, about 4.
And then each of you runs each of the units.
No, it's been managed in the same
the way we run it.
Structure.
We take the core of each business unit. What is the core in this business unit, and let the expert in that area attend to it.
Oh, okay.
Rather than run business unit by business unit.
But when you do have like board meetings, it's just the three of you.
That's right.
Yes.
And so two against one, that decision is good to go.
No.
In most cases, I would not want to use the word 2 against 1.
Now,
if two people believe in it and they are able to canvass the argument very well, even if the other person is not totally convinced, and there's an expediency for that decision to go, that decision will go.
Will go.
But if there's no urgency,
Uncle Jimmy, let me comment like this. If for instance I say no, and I strongly say no,
okay,
it will be dropped.
It will be dropped. Fair enough. Have you ever had any challenge on a personal level when you felt like packing it in?
Well,
be honest now. Be honest now.
I would say no from my own side.
Would you say no from your side?
But it's been.
What I will say is this: we don't agree all the time. In fact,
yes,
when you see where we are disagreeing, you will think that the company is ending that day.
That's right.
You know, because when we disagree, I mean, everybody speaks their mind, no holds barred. But the key is this: where we are disagreeing, we stick to the issues. We try not to go into personalities. We stick to the issues.
As you get older, you guys will be dropping off one by one. There's no doubt about that. I don't mean now, but it's inevitable, and one should be futuristic in your thinking. So what happens if one of you pecs, like they're saying? Would you get one of your children to do that?
We're working on that. We have a 5-year target from now to put something in place.
We have
that is beyond us.
A succession plan to succeed ourselves. That in 4 or 5 years, this is how the company will be, and we will not have a day-to-day
executive.
Day-to-day or not, of course, you still have management, but what happens to the shareholding of one of you if he goes?
The-
the
the-
children? One
the-
second, sir. Do your children? You see, because once you start having that, the child might not necessarily be a professional if he steps into the business. Okay, one of you picks up the child. If you say, okay, I want Shino to stand in for me here. Shino could be an architect. It could be something else.
Absolutely.
He might not even have any interest in. So how do you handle that? Have you thought of it?
Yes, we have.
You thought you'd live forever? Nobody does.
The 5-year plan that Diko and I were talking about
Yes.
has us over a period of time stepping back.
Okay.
And then having a management take over the day-to-day. And basically, we will not be active professionally.
Executive directors,
just
yes.
from a board level. And, if in the event that one of us departs, then yes.
It's not if, it's when.
When, okay.
But the truth is, I'm sure even a lot of people at home are shocked that what is wrong with this man? But it's a reality.
It's the truth.
It is.
It's a reality.
It's the truth.
I think of it all the time. It's a reality.
I do too.
I've said to myself, for what I do, I'm not going to force anything on my children. If I peck, they can close down everything and find their way. Well, you find lawyers say that, and that sometimes can be very whatever. You find lawyers have viral chambers and so on and so forth. You now insist that your first son should be a lawyer, and it messes the whole thing up. I'm not that vain. If I'm dead and gone. That's it. Bye-bye to Jimi Disu. Somebody else do
I agree totally with
Actually, Uncle Disu,
yes,
the way we're planning it is...
I'm sure you're shocked I brought this up.
Yeah,
not really. These are things we've also thought about.
Not really.
That's why we have the 5-year plan.
What we're planning is
yes.
we are not structuring the company to be inherited by
anybody.
Member. No,
that's it.
They have their own dreams.
Yes.
We are structuring the company to be a public entity.
You could go PLC.
It to be a
in
5 years time to be a public entity where anybody, including our family members, can be co-owners, joint stockholders.
Yes.
So it's not been structured to be survived by my son.
Are you guys making good money now? The taxman is around though.
Right now, the hotel industry is the hardest hit.
Yes, but are you making good money?
Because
sometimes out of this being hardest hit, some hotels are smiling to the bank.
Yeah, true.
Well, if an hotel is being used as isolation center, then they could be smiling to the bank. But if an hotel is not being used as such, I don't see how they can be smiling to the bank.
Okay, I need to get our callers, some of our listeners to call in. The number to call is 0700 993 993 993. And the female number is 01465 7190. Now, all of us know that when we call into a program, we should stick to the issues that are being discussed, okay? I don't want anybody who has been arrested by last man in Bagada or somebody who town council has gone to his shop to worry us. So I have a first caller there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Yes, we know you. You don't even need to give us your name again. Just go on.
Uncle Jimmy, I want to ask those young men there.
Yes.
Sir, how have they been able to manage personal interest in running that particular business, that the thing has not really had any negative effect on their business? Thank you and God bless you.
Okay. When we started, we started with certain policies and rules that guide each and every one of us, and more in particular, our families. Personal interest is subdued by corporate interest.
Yes.
Whatsoever we are doing that is in conflict with our corporate interest, that personal interest must give away. And it is important that the integrity of each and every one of us abide.
Okay.
And so far, that has always been the case.
Okay.
So if the company says, this asset will not be used by family member. It behoves each director to ensure that no family member uses it.
Okay. Let me take another caller. Another call. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I congratulate your guest.
Yes.
Child.
Yes.
In 1985, even as at that 1985, I was in the hotel industry, but the lower part of it, the guest house of it, just on Oregude. But they tried to be together.
Now that the hotel where you did that time, not call the name, but say now full board now they do or short time.
You know, there are 2-star, there are 3-star, there are 5-star. Sheraton is a 5-star.
No, your own the hotel where you did on that time. Now they do short time.
Our own is like 3-star.
3-star.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know, I find that short time. Thank you, sir. I find that short time. I find it quite amusing. You know, where you let out a room for. There were some hotels that had, you know, they became a bit more imaginative then. They'd say what they call half-day board and stuff like that.
It's a professional thing, short-let.
Short-let, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's another genre of
actually
hotel.
for travelers.
Yes.
It's actually meant for travelers.
Who want to rest.
Who want to rest before getting to the airport or before hitting the road. I'm mostly using the motel sector in the United States.
Here, Uncle?
Well, now...
Is it for travelers?
It's I think it's travelers too. Traveling.
A different type of journey.
Okay. Okay, when you have a stream of people, everyone 1 hour. Okay, time off. Okay, I'll take one last call, then we'll wrap it up for today. Hello, good morning.
Jimmy.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
My contribution quickly, I want to thank those people for how they tried to hold that business.
Yes.
Because women, especially, to take the business away from their wives. I didn't, they are not. I'm a woman.
And you know what women can do?
Yes. They would have scattered. So I want to thank them. They are good Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's the nice one.
The elders, those elders we consulted then.
Yes.
One of the warnings was never involve your wives in their business.
So they have no say whatsoever.
Not at all. And they were called to a meeting.
Oh, they were called to a meeting
when we got married. And
wow.
They were told.
You were single when you started?
Yes.
The three of you?
Yes.
Did you have a hand in picking each other's wives? Did you have to get clearance? No,
I think we were married.
We were married.
We were married. Sorry.
We're all newly married.
We're newly married.
Newly married.
Yeah, we're newly married. We're still very, very fresh. And, you know, like the caller said, women could be. And the elders advising us, giving us testimonies, life testimony of how women have destroyed many partnerships.
Okay, at this way I would have to knock it off for today. I'd like to thank you so much for coming. I'm very proud of you. I was more than glad to have you on this program.
Thank you, sir.
You see, like I said, to an outsider, somebody, you know, we're on YouTube, we're watched all over the world.
Sure. Yeah.
You'll be wondering what's the big deal. In Nigeria, it is very, very tough. Partnerships to last even up to 10 years, from way back then, very, very tough. In fact, it's even much more tougher now. And I'm glad you've been very honest and open, you know, with this discussion we've had. I wish you all the very best. I wish you another 35 years. Don't worry about what I said about it. It's just the reality. But I wish you another 35 years.
Thank you so much.
If you can take it.
Thank you for having us.
I've been talking to Mr. Oladipo Fukoya, Mr. Oladile Koka, and Mr. Ayokunu Oloko Boroku.
Who is a doctor now.
Who is a?
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor now.
Yeah.
He's gone ahead of everybody.
He's got a PhD recently.
Did you get your PhD from Unilag?
From Babcock University.
From Babcock University. None of you went to Unilag. It's not. I wanted to use it to Thank you very much, sirs. I wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.
And one of these days, if I need to rest for 1 hour before I go to the airport,
no problem.
No problems at all.
Okay, that's a nice story we have on a beautiful Friday. But I'm not going to let you go, you know, without me having to read my famous Friday line from Arun Balogun's page. And this is what it says this Friday. It says, be thoughtful and prayerful. Be skilled at loving other sojourners. Be good of heart and always be a cheerful giver. And it says, true givers are the tormentors of evil souls who hibernate in the crannies of our surrounding earth. He says, I believe it always that those who stand in your path lack confidence in their own worthiness and can't stifle your ordained fabulous life. Failed persons as these try hard to rummage the peace of others, but never can harm those with firm faith who stand by Allah and whose kind deeds are unique, pure, and exceptional. And it says, may Allah, you can put God there if God empower us to hope fervently with the heart of pure faith that claim us all from the confused brokenness of life that only can frighten us, but that we have conquered by our powers of faith that eternally preserve each of us in Allah's loving arms and His everlasting peace. And this is our usual man, Dr. Dewale Adeyo. And also for my Muslim brothers and sisters, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have about 8 prospective people who want to marry, provided by Mr. Arun Balogun. A Muslim male, 44, AS genotype, self-employed, based in Abeokuta, needs a Muslim lady, aged between 22 to 20. Older than that. I forgot. Sorry, I forgot. I thought it was somebody else was in here. She must be literate, working, and have preferably a graduate with Quran and Islamic knowledge. A 47-year-old Muslim, AS, based in Ghana, from the southwest, wants a God-fearing Muslim lady as wife. She must be literate and ready to relocate. Must be between 25 and 30. So for some of you looking for plan B, if you want to go to Ghana, better go marry this 47-year-old Muslim. But if you are AS, don't apply, please. A female Muslim, 27, genotype AA, that's full clearance. Okay, from North Central, wants a young man between the age of 35 and 45 as husband. He must be gainfully employed. If you don't have a job, don't bother. Or self-employed and ready for marriage. This woman from North Central didn't say where you will live if you marry her, whether you're going to go to meet her or she's going to come and meet you. A Muslim male, 53, AA genotype, civil servant, based in Lagos, wants a God-fearing Muslimah for marriage as second wife. Is that... No. I was looking at whether there's time. I was waiting if I have time. There's time, okay, that's all. I wasn't referring... No. Preferably between 25 and 30, I must be ready for marriage. A Muslim male, 33, working with private organization in Warri, Delta State, searching for Muslim lady from any part of Nigeria between 22 and 30. She must be business-oriented. You put cats down. Over the local like like my people will say, my women will say, that be local. This one is ready. He has money. He said must be business-oriented. A Muslim female, 49, AS genotype, self-employed, based in Lagos, needs a God-fearing Muslim man. Age is mere number. So if a man of 49 says age is mere number, he might not mind a woman of 60. So if you're a woman of 60, you're looking for a man and says age is no number, kokon. But I hope he has a limit at the lower end, though. If you're not 18, please don't apply. That's where we'll end it for today, and that's where we'll end it for the week. As usual, my quarterly vacation comes up, and from next week, Wemimo will take my place for 2 weeks. Okay, for the 2 weeks that I'll be in town, yes, but I'll just chill, maybe... I don't need to wait to go to you guys don't go, please. We need to talk about you need to find me a place. When I do come back, I'd like us to talk again about the hotel industry and its problems. Because one of the fears I have, I'm on vacation now, and one of the fears that I had going was, I said, which hotel can I stay that I feel safe from cameras, security, Sure. So, yes, hotels do have that problem too. Now, some of their staff put cameras in the rooms and upload video to porn and so on and so forth. And I wouldn't blackmail people. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, so please don't go, gentlemen. I'm going to serve you tea. That's a lie. Because with COVID and everything, nobody is leaving town. All of us are here together. Right. Yes, so look for that. Okay, so Wemima will be here, and Zainab will be here to hold the fort for me. So I'll be away for 2 weeks. I always recommend to people take a holiday. Holiday doesn't mean travel. Just take for these 2 weeks. I just want to shut down my brain, shut down everything, and just chill.
That's right.
One thing that bothers me about our public officers, especially political office holders, is they want to play Superman. The governor was up till 2. The governor was up till 4. Have you heard of any governor? I haven't heard though in Nigeria today that has taken a leave. They don't.
They have never transmitted.
They don't.
So they are deputy.
I don't know why we feel so insecure. Both at federal and state level, you find it's only the civil servants, of course, who will take their leave, but some of them don't take leave.
Even when they leave.
You must keep your eye on the ball. Some of them don't take leave. They want to. Okay, I think I can take one more call. Yes, I think I have time to take one more call. I didn't know that I was racing through Harun Balogun's and whatever. Let me take one more call. Hello, good morning.
Let's call the numbers again.
0700 993 993 993. We do. I think we have one from the female number there.
Okay, yes.
Yes, okay.
This is a male.
Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Is this the female number?
Comrade Taiwo Adesina calling from Badore Aja.
Morning, comrade. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. Number one, Governor Zulum of what do you call the state? He did. He took holiday.
He did.
He handed over to his vice.
To his who?
Governor. Yes, to go for 2 weeks holiday.
Did you say his wife or his vice?
No, his vice.
His vice. I thought you said he handed over to his wife.
Yes, he handed over to deputy governor. Of that,
that's nice to know.
He did. Wonderful governor. That man, exceptional. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll take one more just as a bonus. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, morning.
Marga.
Yes. Yes, quickly.
Okay, I go straight to the point. This kind of people that just come into the radio station to encourage us how to partner.
Yes, yes.
As people who will come together and have their own selfish interests. So I'm very, very encouraged, and as I drive, I enjoy them.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, let me now tell you something. I am encouraged that you're encouraged because that was the reason for bringing them. And I said to myself, do you think this story will go down well with people? So what you have said now, it excites me that I was right. At least I have one convert. And I think it's something that we need to emulate. See, listen, 2 is always better than 1. 3, of course, is always better than 1. If you all have a same sense of purpose and you're ready to give way, give and take. Well, that's all we'll talk about today. The takers are around the corner. I see you guys in 2 weeks. Please don't phone me. I want to. I'm going to maybe even switch off my phone.
But
I want to rest. No, don't chat me up. What is between us? I don't like it. That kind of insinuation can land. It will land me in trouble before it lands you in trouble.
I want to send you pictures. I want to send you messages.
Don't send me pictures. I don't want any pictures. All right. We'll see you again. Okay. See you again. Bye.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.